How do you do electricity? With this. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't do electricity on this weapon? Then... Good to know that. D? D, I'm noticing a little problem here and there. You okay, man? Can you make a build out with Grimoire? You know, I'm very curious if you can make a build out with Grimoire. Hold on. Ooh, these skins for this trash. So, how is the Grimoire? Is it possible to make a build out of it, huh? Alternate fire is a voltaic orb, travels slowly, then explodes after 6 seconds, shocking enemies every... well, chained to 2 other enemies. Alternate fire grants energy regen. 1 energy regen for... You can honestly shut the... What do you mean I still record polarization for this? You can shut the fuck up, man. Who do you think you are telling me you need this and that? Hey, you aren't too bad. Too bad the particle's absolutely destroying me. I'm sorry, does it propagate my heat procs? Girl, you're critical. Fine, let me humbly go over there. No, let me not humbly do anything, I guess. Wow, Ember is making a lot of weapons viable with her heat procs. Okay, there should be one. Oh my god, my heat does propagate. Can I... What the... Whoa, what was that, man? Did I abandon the new core as well? I don't want to abandon new core, but like... If I get the Ogres, I don't need the new core. If I use the Brahma, I'm gonna most likely stay with the new core. I don't know, I need another build at this point. Although mind you, the UI count sucks for this weapon. It's very busy. I should max out the Grimoire. Clearly nobody uses the Grimoire because it's floating right next to me. I don't know, because I'm afraid in the future D is gonna come out with Grimoire Prime. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of wasted resources. Actually, what is the ribbon disposition on you? Let me guess, it's very low. Why is it this low? Does D know something that I don't know? Huh? But yeah, I'm just trying new things. Also, I think the Grimoire is a thing that increases your strength by 60%. And because I'm going all out buff, I might as well... Packet Zit Chaos Router, see? Is it my boy? Did I ever get around to talking about the ribbon mod? No, I never did. Because after the Valenciago thing that they did that can change elements around, I kind of, like, you know, have a refractory period now. I play off meta, yeah. This is not me, you know, I play off meta, oh, I want to be special. No, I just... With how much wrong information there is in Warframe, I'm curious if like people like overlooked something with the Grimoire at least. Remember when I had an effect on the Brahma ribbons? I can't believe that, honestly. I can't believe I had an effect on the Brahma ribbons at one point. Like people started, you know, increasing the price and nobody bought them. I was like the only one. It's like when Redditors say, you know, certain things that get to my tits in a huge way. They're like, hey, look at this perfect ribbon. You can sell it for 13,000 platinum, and I'm like, who the... You can sell it for 13,000. It's the same thing as a graphic card, like a 5090. You can definitely sell it. Oh wait, hold on. Warframe Tom mods. Tom mods. Alternate fire increases ability efficiency by 4% for 20 seconds. Up to 15 times. That's a lot of efficiency, actually. Holy shit! What the... 44 platinum? 44 platinum for a mod? What the fuck? Yeah, I know, what a choice, right? I'm leveling up this weapon now. Because it seems to be doing decent damage, all things considered. I mean, it doesn't pop like the, the new core. It doesn't pop them instantly. But maybe I can make it work at least on damage reduction enemies. Let's see.
Sorry, online's not looking for a sixth member.
I don't want to join your stupid team. How about that, huh, motherfuckers? You think you're special? Joke's on you, you're not. Shingeki no main character you are. Mind you though, my frame rates are suffering with this weapon, so I might go back to the new core. Yeah, I think the Grimoire should only have one extra slot on it.
It has been broken. Harvesting.
I just arrived.
Done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legosite. Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still.
Hi. I'm doing my little job. Oh, I have 2 bikes now. Kick with Sunday cavity. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about searching somebody's cavity on a Sunday. I don't mean even the day, I mean the ice cream.
Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still.
Okay, cool, but can you still explain why the frame rates are getting worse every time I start up this game? What's going on?
Do not mourn for the Legosite.
I'm mourning for my sex life, woman. Wow, my boys are spawning real fast. D, I literally have no idea which boss I had on and I didn't. Ah, Toxin! Wow!
60 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some...
Mother, please! Are you happy, woman? Woman, you distracted me with your disinfectations! Cheddar cereals. Who the fuck? Just be clear, in this alternate universe, my eyes, the snake, in this alternate universe, children eat milk and cheese as cereal in the fucking morning. Or maybe they use wine, I don't know, is everybody just drunk in this universe? D, is where to see the buff in the corner? Which buff do I have right now? Dude, there's way too many icons in the corner. God, wow, what is what, honestly? What is the plus for? What is the plus for? I've never seen that plus in my life for me alone, only when I'm inside the team. What is the plus for? What is that plus in the corner? That times 2?
See? My ass is out here on the line too. You hit this mission's minimum threshold. But you didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you?
I came to do you. Did I join the Scaldera mission? Yeah, I joined the Scaldera mission and they already took me downstairs where I'm gonna fight a bunch of tech rocks, dude. Oh, fantastic. My boy became a toxic one. Krill me ghost. Krill me ghost file. What I think, well, you know, at least they're doing it to themselves, not to other people on YouTube. I love the waypoints. I don't know why the waypoints for these guys show it right on top of them, but for me it's a whole ordeal. The boys are being evil. Please let me hit just one thing. Typical last grasp experience. When you need to hit something, there's nothing left because your teammates nuked everybody. Or they just leave enemies with all the armor instead. Did you shoot? Ah, did you fix the sound effect? From not triggering on overguard. You impress me. You're actually fixing bugs? Did you fix Ember's tie gap? No, that's the one thing they'll never fix because it's punishment to society for asking for free, let's face it, free heirloom skins. Markro. I'll get it like Marco, but Markro. And Revenant Prime. One of these days, I'm gonna enter a mission and there's just like 2 Revenants and a Dante or vice versa. Half of the time I see either a Dante or Revenant in these fights. I don't know what D's plan there was to like... Wow, the zoom on this thing is non-existent. D, could you paint my icons at least so I know which ones are my buffs? Or maybe separate them by colors, like Warframe buffs versus weapon buffs and stuff like this, because I'm always searching for growing power if I trigger it or not. I don't see it half of the time. That'll be a smart idea for accessibility, but the tag won't allow it. Mother may have some accessibility options for the powers in the corner so I know what is what. No, child, you shall not. Mother, please. May I have some accessibility in my game?
I've learned to tell the difference between honest criticism and straight-up jealousy.
Yeah, that's what all the deviant artists said back in the day.
It doesn't matter how much you know about the process if you don't have what it takes to pull it off. Look, what do you want? An interview?
You thought he was gonna say pull it out? Who, the boys? The online boys? Do you think those are the types of jokes they make to their groupies? Time to pull the plug! Ah! Don't wanna create a little virus tonight. Don't I freak you like that? I learned from Mother. Electric penguins. Careful, you might slap some tariffs on those. These are the most obtuse attacks I've ever seen in my life. Why did the missile go like that? To the right side, they don't go like it didn't chase anybody down. Honestly, though, the Jade Light is like so much bullshit, considering how quickly it deleted the Revenant thing. Yeah, buddy, I don't think you're supposed to be here, Sour Bonobos. But Sour Bonobos, think we should sour something else, no? Also, how come all the online animations, they have like a loop? Have they? Don't lie, man, don't lie. And then they use the default Nida skill to suck you in. Why is their ass so fat with this animation? Oh, okay. Yeah, start, man. Popular things being sold is there's a joke in there somewhere about a lady being sold. Okay. Okay, actually, I'm gonna Google something. Sorry, not Google, search. Okay, tomes. Essential tome bundle. So you get all of the things for 140 platinum. Okay, I just want to Google something. So this one, where is it? Vrom is like 44 platinum cheapest. The average is 50. So 50, let me go with the Zata, the one that I have, I think. Okay, so the Warframe community for the first time, I don't know what they are doing, but... So here's the thing, this is like apparently 50. This is also 50, on average. On average, these are like 50. On average. Give or take. So, 50 here, 50 here. This is already 100. And it seems like the other ones, like Riz Invocation, for example. Oh, wait. No, wait. How much is a Zata? Hold on. Sorry, my bad. I was looking up like want to buy section. The Zata is 86. This is like 80 platinum. This is 80 platinum? Why? Okay, this is 80 platinum. This is 50. Now, maybe I'm stupid in math, but in terms of average, you're already hitting the cap on 140. If we take the Riz, the Rhythm Vocation, this one is like 15 on average. The Netra Invocation, the Netra is like between 10 to 15 again. Fast is about 10 to 15 again, depending if you like find a seller. We have Yahoo. Yahoo averages about 10 to 15 again. Then we have the Kra. The Kra on average is about 30 to 40 all the way to 64 platinum, depending. And then we have Lock. The Lock is about 15 to all the way to 40, depending on the seller. Apparently the missions are so bad. The missions are so bad in Warframe for the tomes that the people are selling the tomes at essentially like a premium price, because if we compare to that other thing, what is it called? Nautilus, right? Because you can trade the Nautilus parts. Because there's like a lot of weapons and stuff that you can like trade from the, from the thing in the oceans that, not the oceans, in the railjacks that you do. Those are like half price. Even the Necromechs, I think you get them for half price of the market thing. But apparently the tome situation is so bad that it's actually better for you to get a tome, or even 2 tomes if you get lucky. Like literally even, I mean, all of them like 5% chance. You get any of the tomes and you sell 2 of them, and you can just buy the entire bundle. I mean, I feel like no matter what the price is or how difficult it is to get, you have to take into consideration the 140 here. For 140, hold on. If you buy a bundle, you can sell the mods and make more money. You can literally buy the bundle and make more money. You can resell them. 80. This is 80. This is 50. 80 and 50. There's another one. This one is 30. Okay, let's use... Okay, 80, 40. Let's use like lower numbers. 80, 40. That's 120. Another 30, that's already 150. The other ones for like 5, 10. You're getting... You can literally make platinum by buying the bundle and selling the mods from it. Well, okay, I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, if these are averaging... Okay, if these are averaging 10... Okay, let's say... this one was 30. Okay, 30, 80... 30, 80, 40. By the way, this is averaging 50, but I'm gonna like... I saw one that is like 44, so I'm gonna average 40, give it the benefit of the doubt. So, if this is 80 and 40... and this is 30. Okay, what do the prices need to be? Let's take all the ones that people don't want. Let's make them 5 instead of 10. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 140 minus 25, that's 115. These ones over here, these ones, they need to total 115. Apparently the mission to get these is so bad, people don't like them so much, to the point where they're actually overcharging the one from the market that you can buy and resell. If I buy 2 of these, I can make my money back essentially, and surplus. Even if I sell them for like a deficit. I don't understand people. Because right now I can sell this and like make 3/4 of the money back, so get the tomes legit. What legit? You can actually flip the market. There's actually an item you can flip for the market. This is what happens when people don't think for like 2 seconds. What is even the point of selling the tomes if you're gonna overcharge it so much that... Because I need to show this. Hold on. Let me go to display capture. I need to show this actually. By the way, I love it on those days that I have nothing to do in Warframe. I just like fuck around and I find random things that are like so, funny for me. Although it's not actually funny for me because then I need to edit the video and I wish I don't need to do that today. Okay, where is it? Here. This is what I mean. If we go with the Lock Cantare, I know it's called Canticle, but I'm going to call it Cantare, okay? To sing. If we go here, the cheapest is 15 for Lock. It's 15 for the cheapest. Remember, I knocked it all the way down to 5 platinum on like a good day essentially or something. This is 15. Dude, these are so expensive. This is 15. Zata. Actually, let me invocation. This is 90 average. It's averaging 90 to 100. Dude, these two modes alone pay for this like several times over, because if I go to VOM right now, the average is 50. You already paid for this thing. I know the game mode is like so bad, but the entire because if I recall correctly, you can buy also necromic parts, right? I forget what was it. There was something about the necromic you can buy that's like expensive on the market, but you can buy it like from people for cheaper, if I recall correctly. But my point is, the community, for the first time ever, I see they're overcharging something to the point where 12 something. If I bought this right now, I'd make my money back, no problem. Okay, whatever. I'm really not interested in doing that. It's that bad. It's that bad. It's that fucking bad. It's that fucking bad. It's that fucking bad that that tome thing is actually good value to buy from the... instead of the community. Because I know what's happening. I'm pretty sure if I look at the sellers, they're the type of people that, you know, sit on the resources for like 10 years not doing anything with them. The same people like who up till today, you know, will sell like Brahma ribbons for like 2,000 platinum or 3,000 or 9,000. And nobody's buying them, and they just sit on it, and I'm like, okay. Technically, if we account for, what is it? How much is a ribbon slot? If we account for ribbon slots, so 3. So each one is 20 platinum. If we account for how much the, like, minimum wage is, well, I remember I ran the math some time ago. What was the minimum wage? If, like, the minimum wage is like $15, if we convert it to platinum, in platinum it becomes like 150, I think, or something like that, like best value return. My point is, technically, your average ribbon mod that is like 8,000 platinum that is sitting in somebody's account, on average in a single month, they basically like... the slot that they're occupying is not worth it. In terms of the value of money that is being wasted and it just sitting in your slot not doing anything, like for years, like you know, some people have them for like 3 years, I think, at that point. You basically technically, if time is like, you know, space and time is value to money, you technically are losing money at that point. It's better just to simply like even sell it for a couple of hundred. You at least make something out of it. But why are people charging so much? I don't understand. Do they not know there's a tome thing that you send the market? Basically each tome needs to be half price. Your average tome needs to be half price of what this currently is. Otherwise, you can just get all of them for 140 platinum, which is like less than minimum wage. Hold on, why would I pay double price of like 1 hour of minimum wage, which means 2 hours instead of 1 hour instead? What? Okay, don't ask questions, man. Somebody's gonna be like, no, that's not how you should think, man. It's not all about money. Oh yeah, then why do you want almost 100 platinum for a tome that, you know, it's very finicky?
It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to
Why is
find the
everybody
next
dying?
legacy.
Guys, stop
Remember,
dying.
the
Hold
tech rot
on, I
evolves
need to
quickly,
do
and your
something
next
here.
battle
Oh, I'm
will
already
be
heading to the
still.
extract, see? They're gonna think I ran away from the team.
Drifter, new tech rock coder just hatched. Tracking your void-saturated DNA signature. Has an expiry date of... never. You might be stuck with this one for a while.
Arthur, you're so funny, man, honestly. Although I still don't understand why all the fangirls on Warframe subreddit give you cross eyes. I've yet to see a single fan artwork of Arthur that isn't cross-eyed for some reason. I have no idea why Arthur is always cross-eyed. I guess drawing eyes is hard. See, AI won the war in the end. AI can draw hands up till today, but it can draw eyes. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Nice graphics, dude. Can you summon Necromex in here? I've never had tea. Oof. Do you guys cut down the timer or no? Please tell me there's a way to speed up this mission, man. But I like how far away the camera is with this weapon for some reason. Why?
The murmur is targeting the Vitrium. Hurry, Tenno. An eyeball cannot defend itself.
And iPhone can't defend itself! Fuck the man with the fucking glasses that's protecting his eyeballs, you know, from experience, don't you son of a bitch! Also, nice frame rates, Why is Holvani getting worse frame rates over time? I have no idea. Did something happen over there? Did something happen over there? Entire war-torn country. Hey guys, did something happen over here where the frame rate's so low? Lol-lamau. 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 What? Seriously though. Why does it expand when I'm with this weapon and crouch versus literally any other weapon? Don't worry, the red tears are gonna blame me. They're gonna be like, you goners, you ruined everything. And I'm like, your parents ruined you. Why? Why are you people like this? Why you milkers? You milk me. Mom, they milked! Is there a way I can FK this?
Ahoy, ahoy!
Hoy hoy!
Time for a quick run?
I'm gonna rump you in a minute. No! Precision intensify. It'd be so cool if one day D releases like a full set of precision mods, which they'll never do. Something like precision... and then I stop. Precision duration. Precision streamline. Precision other thing, and each one like affects a certain slot of your skills. Although that would really suck though, unless D plans on making Warframes be able to change your skills position. How come you can't change the position of your skills anyways? Like half of the time, sometimes I'm playing a Warframe and I find it so annoying to press a certain button on a specific skill in a certain way out of reflex, because technically like their 4 is not a nuke and use their 1 more than anything. I mean, just like the augment, see, I can't tap my button to like proc my augment on my number 1. I have to hold it, which by the way has latency sometimes from another skill. There's like a 1 second debuffer zone that like drops the input. I think I haven't tried it. What is it called? Invert. Yeah, tap and hold abilities. There isn't one for the augments. Bum. 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 Sorry for insulting you. If you don't want to stay, don't stay. But like, why do you change your mind at the end? Because of how numbingly stupid this mission is? Yeah, I have to agree. Imagine after this video, everybody's panic selling. Everybody starts panic selling their mods, their tomes, in order to start flipping the market. I know what someone is out there gonna say. They're gonna be like, well, technically you're only buying 1 tome that you need instead of 140 and all of them. And I'm like, yeah, but you just sell 2, you get 140 anyways and all of them. So what is the difference? On top of that, you can just, you know, if you have 140% capital investment, ahoy capitalism, I mean, you're pretty much set for life, no? I'm gonna be like, hey, Redditors, yo, homies, what's this? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, look at this. You can do this, and this is what happens.
I didn't install that security system just to have it gather dust.
What?
Collect Warframe glyphs to bring it online.
Bro, you talking back to me? With that half-cut open shirt of yours? You better shut the fuck up, okay? You man meat. You know, there should be like other glyphs, other Vespingas, something that maybe speeds up time if you collect it, like rare ones, red ones. If you pick up the red ones, they like speed up time. Or maybe let some of the necromechs, or like heavy units. How about disruption units? Just an idea, it's on the house, free for you. You don't need to pay me anything. Yo, Temple, where are your buffs? Where's your Wailing Fire? That is like 700% damage, fire damage increase. I don't see it. Did everybody just fucking lie, or didn't they not do math? I'm sorry, you just bounce my balls back to me.
One must make the best of things.
Well, Well, Lloyd, are you the best that can be? Imagine I send him to a spiral of depression with that saying. Are you the best version of who you can be?
Almost awaits.
Why am I just experimenting with weapons? Because I just wanna, you know, spice up my life a little bit. It's like a marriage after. Wow, what a boomer joke I was about to make. Is it a boomer joke? I mean, boomers would be too embarrassed, you know, to make that joke. Like, you know, after being married for like 20 years, you need to spice up the life with cosplay. Boomers wouldn't understand cosplay. I mean, no, yeah, boomers would not understand cosplay. They wouldn't. They, like, if you tell to a boomer, hey, cosplay, they're gonna be like, what? What's that? Taxes? No, cosplay. Right, I don't understand. It's your fault. What did I do? You exist. You birthed me, you son of a bitch. Can I just mention something about boomers? Why do they hate the people that they gave birth to? I'll never understand. That's one of the things I don't understand about boomers. They hate the people they gave birth to. And then they're surprised when the people they gave birth to hate them back. You know, like what do you call it? An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. Somebody's gonna be like, do you have a problem with your parents? I'm like, well, not my parents, but like, you know, I met like so many of my friends who had this problem with their parents, or like other people who like their older family members. They just have this problem. Because once I was at a friend's like Christmas party thing, and their family was there, and their well, I actually forgot, was it their uncle or grandfather? Anyways, one of them just kept on complaining about, you know, like, the current generation does this and this, and hold on, I'm out of energy, hold on, let me think about what I'm about to say before I regret it. Wow!
Good thing you're not as smart as Skulldraft.
What is Ember's augment with hit doing, honestly? Did my damage suddenly increase like tenfold like that? And that's not even a direct hit. You see, this is my problem. With Rhino, this is what I expected. With this 200% roar, this is drill bit. Okay, you guys can deal with it, right? I mean, the kill rate is still... Well, I didn't max out the weapon. The kill rate is definitely still worse. Maybe with magnetic it's gonna be better? Maybe we should go with galvanized shot on the core. Because I'm trying to quick tap the shots themselves on the enemy. Maybe that would actually, like, be good. Like, I was at a friend's, like, family Christmas thingy. There were, like, a whole bunch of old people. And I forget, was it was either their grandfather or their uncle. I don't specifically remember, because they're almost like twins. They're not twins, you know, but it's like the expression, hey, you look like just like your dad. But the son looked just like the dad to the point where he even looked old. Ah! You know, he's an old 30-year-old guy. Well, he wasn't 30, I think he was more like 40, not the grandfather, that's a whole different situation. And it was one of the few scenarios where I was like, not drunk, but you know, you could tell I was like very close to drunk. And the guy was just busy complaining about everything. He was like, this is complaint, that is complaint, everything is a complaint for him, the world is just complaining, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, after all that complaining, he was like taking it out on a friend of mine. I basically like half-drunkenly just said, you know, if you hate the current generation so much, why did you give birth to them? And everybody in the family just looked at me. They were like, what the fuck? I just remembered like two guys that almost look like twins. They're not twins, they're father and son, who just look at me with their old faces like aghast. They were like, did you seriously go there? And when there was a silence, I tried to break the silence by saying, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My friend was so mortified, but then later on, you know, in private, he was like, that is so funny, man. Because the thing is, you know, when all people like really like hardcore complain about other people, I'm always like, dude, why do you give birth to them then? Couldn't you have used protection? I don't believe in protection, then you don't believe in your kid later. There's a huge difference between parents. There's a huge difference between tiger parents that want their children to be the best of the best and, you know, like push their children hard, versus people that just complain about their children. And I'm always like, why are you complaining that much about your child? It's not the case like you're not believing in your child that, you know, they're gonna be the next big thing in the world and, like, you know, you want to complain about it and want to push them further along. Like you're one of those people that is complaining for the sake of complaining about your kid, and your kid is kind of part of the current generation. I honestly cannot tell if this is good damage or bad damage, actually. You know, I literally don't see them attacking me at all. Yo. How are my attacks not hitting those things over there? Okay, I'm gonna try this on Legacide and see how it deals with damage reduction. Hold on.
You'll run out of ammo long before I run out of support.
I wasn't doing anything, was I? Once damage reduction kicks in, like, even your big heavy attacks don't do anything. Or I'm lagging, I don't know, I'm not doing any damage apparently. Or maybe there's somebody with a very fast hitting weapon that is stopping from everybody doing damage. What's going on here? I wasn't doing any damage against him, why? I'm hoping to balance my weapons like air clear with a single damage thing, and the epitaph is the only thing I can imagine that could actually do something with the heat mechanic. But I guess that's not gonna happen. I mean, those giant hit procs are doing a lot of work, but oh my god, the fucking DPS, I don't have a solution for this. Yeah, damage attenuation honestly sucks. I mean, I get what he is trying to do, but honestly, I think there's a better solution to that. Down, like, what you call it? They should maybe have a damage cap instead. I think what Warframe should have for, like, bosses like this is a damage cap. And a sensible one. They should have a decent amount of damage cap with a percentage. Like, for example, let's say the boss has 5000 HP. Your weapon caps out to like 100 damage per hit, no matter what kind it is. I'm not helping. Then again, if anybody else has heat, you know, their heat is gonna overwrite my heat. Their latest update of the heat, if I recall, that's how it works. You can tell I'm doing big damage and people stop shooting for like a second. But yeah, I think they honestly should like do something else with damage reduction. Damage attenuation, honestly, I don't know why it works. But I think they should have a damage cap. The damage cap out of, let's say, boss is 5000 HP. What could they make it? 100? No matter, like, you know, if you have 10,000 damage or 10 million damage, it like caps it up to 100. But also the bosses have sensitive amounts of HP then, you know? And if they want the bosses to be tankier or have more HP or something like that, they could also like add a percentage to it. A percentage of that overall damage from the player. Somebody else using the epitaph. From the player towards the enemy's level, something like that. I forgot what it is, but I mean, I never looked up the math, but I remember like so many years ago when I tried to play Nier Automata, like there was a level discrepancy thing, like depending on the level. Do I need to stab you again? I mean, I don't know if it's Dragon's Dogma rule, but like some JRPG games they do this, they have a level discrepancy thing. The math is something like damage cap additional of player level multiplied by the percentage of damage reduction they want to do. So at the very least, you know, you don't stay around for like 5 minutes sitting on something until it dies. Also, they give, like, you know, the enemies sensible amounts of HP, something that makes sense. I forget which game was it. There was like a JRPG game. I remember reading a white document about it, that at the end of the damage they multiplied by 10. Was it Final Fantasy X? Final Fantasy X. All I remember it was like there was a white paper about in a JRPG game. The developers were like, we don't want the player to delete this boss immediately. But also if we do defense things, it won't make any sense. Because then certain builds get screwed over, so their solution was to basically make it... They like use this entire quadratic formula to make it so the player, no matter what build they make or like what kind of run they're doing, they're able to defeat the boss eventually. And the boss only has like a few hundred HP, but because of the way they did the math on it, and with all the math that they're doing, it's better to like use small numbers, and then at the end of the day, when you show it to the player, you multiply it by 10. It's fake, but it makes the player feel better about themselves. I also think they should think about doing that.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup? That can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bump your therapist up the tax bracket.
I mean, the joke's on my therapist. Where am I gonna get the money from in this economy, huh? Oh wait, it's the 90s. We could afford everything. Thanks to people like Richard Bixson and the Blintons. What's his name? Seal Blinton.
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko! If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
It spores is right. You know, if the scrubber just hangs some big dong and a pair of breasts, honestly. I have no idea what my boys are trying to do to me. What is happening? What is that electricity? Is that on me or what? I'm just trying to find the key, man. That's all I was planning to do here. And somebody's trying to suck me off with all this electricity around me. Excuse me, can you stop sucking me off? Hard drive to stuffed crust macro. There's so many jokes in there about getting stuffed hard. Wink, wink. I don't know why I said wink, wink over there. Somebody in the studio just got a shiver. You know when you talk about somebody behind their back and they sneeze or they shiver? Like depending on the country, there are like so many sayings when your ears get hot. You're like, hey, somebody's talking about you. Or you sneeze, hey, somebody's talking about you. Or your nose itches, somebody's talking about you. I like to imagine someone here right now is like, hey, I felt something. Somebody said hard stuff. Yeah, Steve's like stuffed crust. You think every time that Steve gets mentioned, every body part of his has an itch. His ear, his nose. He's like, God damn it, what's going on? Why are so many people talking about me? I can't wait till one day cats get domesticated. Big XX Donkey X. What's the big XX for, man? Eleanor, stop complaining. The cat literally ran into a pile of tech rots. The cat has nobody to blame itself. The cat is so focused on hormones that it's like, I can't think of myself.